Chose to do my presentation on hereditary spherocytosis because I am affected by this myself. Hereditary spherocytosis is a blood condition which is only genetic some of the time. Individuals lack red blood cells. A shortage of red blood cells is called anemia. Some results of anemia could be yellowing of the skin and eyes, which is called jaundice. Another side effect of hereditary spherocytosis is an enlarged spleen. And the enlarged spleen comes from the misshapen red blood cells get sent to the spleen to be broken down. And this is why it becomes enlarged. Enlarged spleen is called splenogamy. That's a medical term for it. Average person's red blood cells die by every 3 months, whereas affected individuals with hereditary spherocytosis, red blood cells die by every month. Because of this, the spleen is constantly working to break down the misshapen red blood cells. There are 4 forms of hereditary spherocytosis. There's the mild, the moderate to severe, and severe. For the mild, it's estimated about 20 to 30% of affected individuals experience the mild form. Moderate is about 60 to 70%. The moderate one is the one that I suffer from, the form that I personally suffer from. Moderate to severe is as little as 10%, and very severe cases, it's only as low as 3 to 5% of all affected individuals. Specifically in newborns, they can become very anemic. This can be life-threatening. However, you typically, in most cases, the newborn improves and the anemia improves significantly after the first year of life. One other side effect of hereditary spherocytosis that most individuals experience, from the moderate to severe and severe experience deposits, heavy deposits in the gallbladder, which lead to gallstones. However, there is a side effect called biliary dyskinesia, where affected individuals experience pain similar to gallstones, but no gallstones are found. Both of these conditions, gallstones and biliary dyskinesia, usually result in the removal of the gallbladder. I personally got my gallbladder removed. I suffered from biliary dyskinesia myself. Gallstones or deposits in the gallbladder are responsible for about almost half of all affected individuals of hereditary spherocytosis. People with the mild form usually experience little to no symptoms. If anything, just a little jaundice, a little yellowing of the skin, a little yellowing of the eyes, but typically no symptoms. These children are usually healthy otherwise. People with the moderate form experience the typical side effects, which is anemia, enlarged spleen, gallstones, or biliary dyskinesia. People with the moderate to severe form have a very severe anemia. This causes them to be maybe very weak or very yellow eyes, very jaundice. And severe cases often require frequent blood transfusion to keep the amount of red blood cells in the body high enough to function. Some severe individuals have very short stature, external abnormalities, and as well as delayed sexual development. Hereditary spherocytosis occurs in every 1 in 2,000 people from Northern European descent. This relates to me. I am Northern Italian. Prevalence of hereditary spherocytosis is not recorded in any other ethnicities, but it is much less common than in the Northern European ethnicities. Mutation in at least 5 genes are responsible for why children develop hereditary spherocytosis. Most cases, in fact, almost half of all cases are responsible for the A and K1 gene and mutations in that. That's how the hereditary spherocytosis develops. In 75% of cases, of all cases, it is a autosomal dominant trait where the parent passes down to the child. And the other 25%, it is autosomal recessive, where each parent has a copy of the mutated gene and they pass it on to the kid. These children typically experience the mild form of hereditary and they usually show little to no symptoms.